Only 5% of people over 80 can still do these seemingly simple things. But they are the strongest signs that predict whether you'll remain independent or not. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, and you've started to notice that standing up, keeping your balance, or walking backward feels harder than it used to be, this may not be just aging. It might be your wake-up call. You probably never thought that standing on one leg, walking backward, or getting up without using your hands could predict your future. But science has confirmed it. When these abilities begin to fade, the risk of falling, losing autonomy, or depending on others rises dramatically. The good news is, if you catch it early, you can reverse it. In today's video, I'll share 5 simple tests that are deeply meaningful. If you can do all of them, you're in the top 5% of older adults who still move with strength, control, and dignity. But before we begin, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Drop your city or country in the comments below. I read each and every one with care. And if you want to stay independent, confident, and capable for many years ahead, make sure to subscribe to the channel. What you're about to learn may not be something your doctor talks about. Let's begin with the very first challenge. 1. The one-leg stand test. Imagine this. One morning, Eleanor, age 78, was getting dressed when she noticed something odd. She couldn't stand on one leg long enough to put on her socks without grabbing the dresser. It seemed like a small thing, but it was actually the first sign of a deeper change happening inside her body. Very few people know that the ability to stand on one leg for 30 seconds is one of the strongest indicators of fall risk, independence, and muscle coordination. And sadly, less than 5% of people over 80 can still do it. Why is balance such a big deal? Because in those few seconds you lift one foot off the ground, your entire body system has to work together. Your legs, your inner ear, your nerves, your brain's sense of position. Losing that coordination means your fall risk increases dramatically. And as you know, a fall after 70 can change everything. Right now, pause the video and try it. Stand near a wall or have someone close by. Lift one foot. How long can you hold it? If it's less than 10 seconds, don't panic. But don't ignore it either. Leave a comment with your time so we can track your progress together. Let me tell you about Harold. At 82, when he first tried this test, he barely managed 3 seconds. His son even suggested moving him to assisted living. But Harold didn't accept that. He began standing near the wall, lifting one foot for just 5 seconds at a time. Every day he practiced. After a month, he could stand for 10 seconds without help. 3 months later, he reached 45 seconds, more than most people in their 50s. Here's how you can start. Stand near a wall. Lift one foot just an inch off the ground. Hold for 5 seconds. Switch legs. Repeat 5 times on each leg, twice a day. As you improve, lift higher and hold longer. Important safety tips. If you feel dizzy, or if your balance gets worse, stop and talk to your doctor. This test isn't just about standing still. It's your body's way of saying, please pay attention. If you tried it, share your number in the comments. Just a simple 12 seconds or 6 seconds is enough. Your comment might encourage someone else to start. Let's move on to the second test. It's something most people don't notice until it's almost too late. 2. The chair stand test. Every morning after her coffee, Margaret, 75, would push down on the chair arms to stand up. It felt normal to her. But what she didn't realize was that this small habit was a sign her strength was fading. Only 5% of adults over 80 can stand up from a chair 10 times in 30 seconds without using their arms. And this isn't just about convenience. It's about whether your legs can carry you through the years ahead. Your quadriceps, the muscles at the front of your thighs, play a huge role in standing, walking, and climbing stairs. After age 60, we start to lose 3 to 8% of muscle mass per year. And our legs lose strength the fastest. Now think about yourself. Do you need to push with your hands when standing up from a chair? Or do you lean forward and use momentum? Try it now. Sit in a sturdy chair, feet flat, knees at hip width. Cross your arms over your chest. Stand up and sit down as many times as you can in 30 seconds. How many did you do? Comment your number below, just a simple 8 reps or 11 reps. Now let me tell you about Charles. At 77, he couldn't stand without pushing himself up. Even his grandson had to help him up after dinner. It made him feel helpless. But Charles didn't give up. He started practicing with assistance, focusing on using his legs. Then he folded his arms and tried again. 2 months later, he could do 10 reps without help. Today, he does 18 in 30 seconds, more than his 50-year-old son. Here's a plan to help you improve. Sit in a sturdy chair, feet shoulder-width apart. Cross your arms. Stand up using only your legs. Sit down slowly. Start with 5 repetitions 3 times a day. Add 1 more rep every few days. Important notes: don't rock your body to build momentum. Don't hold your breath. And if you feel sharp pain, stop right away. This is more than a strength test. It's a reflection of your determination. If you gave it a try, drop your number in the comments. Let's celebrate every step forward, together. Coming up next is a test that may seem odd at first, but it can help prevent the most dangerous type of fall. 3. The backward walking test. Not long ago, Helen, age 72, was stepping back from the kitchen counter when she nearly lost her balance. That's when she realized something had changed. Walking backward was no longer easy. Each step made her feel unsteady and unsure. It scared her. She began avoiding backward movement, even just a few steps, because she didn't trust her balance anymore. Does that sound familiar? Walking backward may seem like a rare event in daily life, but it's actually a natural reflex that helps protect you from danger. And it's also a powerful test for early signs of decline in coordination, balance, and brain processing. Less than 5% of adults over 80 can walk backward 20 steps without support or hesitation. This isn't just about movement. It reveals your brain's ability to manage space, shift directions, and adapt quickly. Let's try it now. Find a flat, safe space. Have someone stand nearby. Take 10 steps backward. If you feel confident, try 20. Did you wobble? Did you reach out to steady yourself? If so, leave a quick comment like 14 steps or only made 7. You're not alone, and every step counts. Now let me tell you about Peter, age 79. The first time he tried, he couldn't even take 3 steps without grabbing a chair. His physical therapist said that was normal at his age. But Peter didn't agree. He didn't want numbers on a chart to define his limits. So he got to work. At first, he practiced stepping backward slowly with his back against the wall. Then he used the hallway between 2 chairs to stay safe. Within 6 weeks, he could walk backward 10 steps on his own. Now, Peter walks backward 25 steps every morning as part of his routine. And he's already avoided 2 potential falls thanks to his improved reflexes. You can follow a similar path. Start against a wall. Step backward slowly while keeping light contact. Progress to walking between 2 sturdy chairs. When ready, practice in open space with someone watching. Add 1 step every few days until you reach 20. Why is this skill so hard to keep? Because after 70, your proprioception, your sense of body position, fades. Your back muscles weaken. Your inner ear becomes less responsive. And most of all, Fear makes you tense and hesitant. But like Peter, you can take that control back. If you've already tried the backward walk, share how many steps you managed in the comments. It could be just 6 steps, or I made it to 12. Your journey might inspire someone else to keep moving forward. Next, we're going to try a test that only takes 12 seconds, but it can say a lot about your overall health and future independence. 4. The Stand, Walk, Turn, Sit Test. When Alfred turned 80, he went in for a regular checkup. His doctor asked him to do something simple. Stand up from a chair, walk 10 feet, turn around, and sit back down. But what should have taken 10 to 12 seconds ended up taking over a minute. And from that moment, everything changed. This isn't just a quick check. It's called the Timed Up and Go test, and it measures your strength, balance, gait, brain coordination, and fall risk all at once. Just like the other tests, less than 5% of people over 80 can finish it in under 12 seconds. Here's why. Standing up requires leg and core strength. Walking forward tests your stride, posture, and confidence. Turning checks your spatial awareness and coordination. And sitting down again demands control and stability. If it takes you over 20 seconds to complete, it could be a serious warning sign. Let's try it now. Grab a stable chair. Mark a distance of 10 feet. Have someone time you as you stand up, walk, turn, and sit. Take your time. Safety first. Then leave a comment with your time, like 14 seconds or 21 seconds. This isn't about perfection. It's about knowing where you are and where you can go from here. Let me tell you about Joanne. At 76, her first attempt took 28 seconds. Her doctor recommended a walker, but Joanne chose to fight back. She broke the test into small pieces. She practiced standing and sitting 10 times a day. She walked outside every morning. She even practiced gentle turns in her living room. 2 months later, she was down to 15 seconds. After 6 months, she did it in 11 seconds, faster than many in their 60s. She felt lighter, more stable, and most importantly, confident again. You can do the same. Break the test down. Practice chair stands. Work on steady walking. Do slow turns near a counter. Then put it all together once a day. Remember, fear is a big part of what slows us down. Tension, hesitation, doubt. Confidence matters just as much as muscle. And if you've already tried this test, share your time below. Even just 19 seconds can remind someone else that progress is possible. Coming up, we'll try the final challenge. It sounds simple, but it might be the most important for your safety at home, especially at night. 5. The eyes closed, one-leg stand test. Thomas, age 74, had always taken pride in his health. He walked every day. He kept his balance well. He'd never had a fall. But one day, his daughter asked him to try something simple. Stand on one leg, then close his eyes. He lasted only 2 seconds before nearly toppling over. That moment shook him. He asked himself, "What's happening to my body that I didn't even notice?" This final test sounds easy. Stand on one foot and close your eyes. But even holding that position for 5 seconds is something less than 5% of adults over 80 can still do. And it's more important than you might think. When your eyes are open, you rely on vision to stay balanced. But when you close your eyes, your body switches to your vestibular system in the inner ear and your proprioception, your ability to sense where your body is in space. These are the systems that keep you upright in the dark. When you get up at night, walk through dim hallways, or step into a bathroom without turning on the light. If these systems are weak, your risk of falling skyrockets, especially during the nighttime hours when most serious injuries happen. Try it now, but only if it's safe. Stand near a wall or have someone close by. Lift one foot. Then gently close your eyes. How long can you hold it? If you've already tried, drop your number in the comments. Even just 3 seconds or 7 seconds could inspire someone else to try. Now let me share Nancy's story. At 81, she could balance just fine with eyes open. But with eyes closed, she lost control instantly. One night, she nearly fell in the hallway, and her daughter became worried. But Nancy took action. She started with daily practice. She first aimed for 30 seconds with eyes open, then slowly began closing her eyes. Just 1 second, then 2, then 3. She added extra exercises too. Standing on soft surfaces like a foam mat. Practicing light head turns while balancing. 6 months later, she could hold the pose for 15 seconds with her eyes closed. She felt safer, and her confidence returned. Here's how you can build up too. First, master the one-leg stance with your eyes open. Then, begin closing your eyes slowly, a few seconds at a time. Try soft surfaces to challenge your senses. Add gentle head movements to train your inner ear. Always train with someone nearby. Use a wall if needed. Stop immediately if you feel dizzy. This test isn't just about balance. It connects to real-life safety. Nighttime bathroom trips. Driving in low light. Staying steady in unfamiliar places. And if you just tried it, leave your result in the comments. Every number matters because it means you're showing up for yourself. Now that you've gone through all 5 tests, let's take a moment to understand what this really means for your future. Conclusion: you've now discovered 5 simple yet powerful tests that can predict your mobility, strength, and independence in the years ahead. Maybe today you didn't pass all of them, and that's okay. Because what matters most is that you've started listening to your body in a deeper way. We saw Eleanor lose her balance while getting dressed, but she rebuilt her control. Charles went from needing his grandson's help to standing strong on his own. Peter took back his reflexes by walking backward again. Joanne turned 28 seconds into 11. And Nancy, once afraid to move in the dark, now stands tall with her eyes closed. None of them were athletes. They were regular people. People like you. People like me, who decided not to accept decline without a fight. All it took was 15 minutes a day. If you've noticed any of these warning signs in your own body, don't chalk it up to age and let it slide. Your body still wants to heal. You just have to give it the chance. Which of these 5 tests surprised you the most? Leave your answer in the comments. You're not alone in this journey, and your story could help someone else take the first step. If this video helped you, please hit the subscribe button. You won't always hear these kinds of truths in a doctor's office, but they're exactly the kind of knowledge that helps you walk farther, feel stronger, and live with real independence. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.